Hi, this is Phil Cooke with a quick tip on changing your company or your organization or your church's name. You know, sometimes we want to change a name. I mean, Third Presbyterian Church doesn't have a lot of resonance today, so I get the desire to change your name, but make sure whatever you do, you don't leave off what made that name important or famous or significant. For instance, you may have noticed that this very week, HBO Max, which used to be HBO Max. They changed their name years ago to Max, just Max. They thought, okay, we're going to be slim, we're going to be to the point, we're going to focus. So HBO Max, the online streaming service, became Max. Well, guess what? The Discovery Channel, which owns them, is now this summer switching the name back to HBO Max. They realized that Max, cut away from the original HBO, cost them a lot of goodwill. It cost them a lot of familiarity with the name. A lot of people respected HBO because of the quality they did. You may not have liked a lot of the movies they created, but they were super high quality. They were super well done. And HBO had a lot of resonance for millions and millions of viewers out there. So as a result, changing the name to Max didn't really make a difference because it separated, or didn't make an impact because it separated Max from the HBO that really birthed it and spawned it. So the Discovery Channel decided we're going to move back to HBO Max, and you'll start seeing that on this little streaming apps and the little avatars this summer. It'll be HBO Max again. So it's a good lesson that when you change your name, don't lose what was important about the original name. Don't necessarily change it on a whim. Change it because you're sure the new name represents what you want to represent. Otherwise, you're going to be caught like HBO Max was and come back to that original name again. So that costs a lot of money and effort and goodwill and costs you a lot of trust with your viewers or your audience or your congregation. So it's just a quick lesson. Don't separate in your efforts to come up with a new, hip, cool name. Don't separate yourself from what made you famous to begin with.